A Dunedin man who credits his dog with helping him recover from paralysis says it's a miracle that he's been reunited with her 5 weeks after the Labrador-Huntaway cross disappeared in the wake of a car crash. Meg was found yesterday by a farmer less than a kilometre from the spot where the car she was travelling in rolled and crashed at the end of January. The black dog has lost half her body weight but is now in the safe hands of her owner Andy Cunningham and is being cared for at the Dunedin Wildlife Hospital. Our reporter Ian Telfer went to pay Meg a visit.
This is Meg, and she was found when? Just yesterday?
Just yesterday, about 2 o'clock. And we had a phone call from a local farmer who'd spotted her in the field with a broken leg. We immediately thought it could be her, and we dashed down there, and here she is.
How surprised were you to get that call?
Ian, I was astonished. We had given up hope. We'd actually spoken that morning about taking down all the posters that we'd had advertising her missing. We had genuinely believed that she was dead.
Because it had been 5 weeks and you hadn't had any signs at all?
Not one sign. This was the first sign, but because it was this particular farmer, we thought that is a real chance, and we head down there.
And the farmer said, this is your dog, we think we found her.
Yes, that's right, yeah. And this was a valley that had been searched by over 100 people. And yet, you know, she'd obviously decided that she wasn't coming out until she was ready. And so, you know, she could have had searchers walking right past calling her name and she wouldn't have shown herself, which is remarkable.
Yeah. So, what do you think she's been doing for 5 weeks in the bush?
Well, she's been doing an awful lot of licking of the wounds on her legs, unfortunately. So she's got very big ulcerated open wounds to be dealt with. She's obviously not been eating because she's lost half her body weight. She's gone from 40 kilos to 20. So she's emaciated. And I think she was just waiting for somebody to rescue her. Remarkable.
Tell me, take us back. Well, she disappeared after a crash.
Yes, she was in a friend's car that turned over. The friend and her own dog were okay and stayed by the car, but Meg bolted. It looks like she either dislocated or broke her ankle and damaged the foot on the other side. And it's likely that adrenaline would have just carried her to run until she felt safe to stop. And then she just sat down and started to lick her wounds, unfortunately, which is a horrible thought to think that in all this ghastly weather she's been out there for 5 weeks.
Well, we've had a hottest summer on record.
Exactly.
We've had a cyclone, 2 cyclones.
Exactly, 120 millimetres of rain the day after she went missing. So, poor thing, but she's still glossy and shiny, even though she's skinny as a rake.
How's she doing?
She's going to be fine. She might be the best loved three-legged dog in Dunedin, but that's okay. She's going to be fine.
And there's one other twist, which is that we're sitting in the Wildlife Hospital in Dunedin, which is a brand new hospital that you had started in.
Well, I certainly was part of the key project team that got it together, Ian. It's been a labour of love for the last year just to get this up and running. And as you can see yourself, it's a fantastic facility.
But it was a facility meant for birds and other wildlife, and now it has your dog.
Well, when Meg went missing, Lisa, our wonderful vet here, she said if Meg comes back, she wanted to treat her. And I knew that she couldn't be in better hands. And it's just one of those wonderful things that we were able to call on Lisa's support.
What do you think of this? Is it a miracle? What is it?
Yes, I don't know. We've had so many people giving their versions of thoughts and prayers, and I'm sure all of that must have influenced the universe to bring her back to us. So, you know, but may your God go with you, and I'm very grateful for whatever other people's God's done for our dog.
How does it feel after 5 weeks?
This dog helped me learn to walk again 5 years ago, Ian, and I think I'm going to be able to return the favour now.